Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Rosa's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, for the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Broncos 3. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Locke. Going deep for Ditt. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Broncos 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Returning it, here's Hamler. To that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap to Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
What pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
The ball carrier.
Philip Lindsay, 76 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
For the extra point.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this? Or this
I put a star. I put a star. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 25 on second down. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Block working out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
17 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the 6. Check 55. Oh, here we go.
Lock now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
But the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. 52. Right there.
Operating from the gun. Block. And his throw here's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, block. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. My 52.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The give is to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
You must get tired of seeing me. Check 43. Kill. Rush in.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Broncos 17. Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. What pass. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Check 52 to Mike. One twist. 52 to Mike, boy. 52. Watch the slant. Go to 54.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Ezekiel
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll fire deep down. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and 17.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Block. And that'll be incomplete. Locke took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Locke again. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it brings up 4th down.
Locke going to go on 4th down. Now a desperate. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Denver.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Today's final score, Cowboys 41, Broncos 17.